I am 59 years old and I'm starting over. A new job, 9 to 5, a new online business, maybe, a new relationship, a new or renewed YouTube channel. Welcome. You could say I was reinventing my life, and I want to talk about each of those things in this short, I hope, video. I'm going to use notes, so please forgive me. I just want to make sure I include everything. I will include a question for anybody that might be feeling that they're starting over in their own lives, and that might help them. So, firstly, my name's Steve. This that you can hear is a Yorkshire accent. I'm British, I live in West Yorkshire. 59, greying. I am a fan of yin yoga, I like to walk, I like to read, sing in the shower, watch a lot of YouTube videos, no TV, no news, mostly vegan, don't hold that against me, and no alcohol for some reason that I will go into in another video. Worked for myself for probably the best part of 2/3 of my life. I've done a few jobs recently because I had to, and that's the situation I find myself in right now. I've got to get a job in the next couple of months. I've written down here that some people consider me to be troubled, awkward, weird, a loner, quirky, interesting, unique. I don't know if all of those words are good words or none of them, but all of them have been used about me in my time on this planet in the last 59 years. I've had a long interest in personal and spiritual growth, although that is declining somewhat. And lastly, I've created about 25 websites in the last sort of 20 years, 2 or 3 of which still are around. So, let's talk about the renewed YouTube channel. I've had a channel since 2008. I started it to help with public speaking initially, just recorded videos about inspirational quotes. And at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the very first video I recorded in 2008. Castle Hill in Huddersfield, very windy day. I've been watching new creators in the last few months. Some have been new channels, but they've been small channels, and they've been sharing personal stories or personal perspectives. And I've really been moved by what these people have been saying and sharing. I think YouTube has changed the algorithm recently. There's lots of new creators being made available to a larger audience. And I've been really inspired by listening to people, just ordinary people, just saying, I mean, they're all English speaking, obviously, but ordinary people just saying how they see life. I'm going to do the first 10 videos in this, on my renewed YouTube channel. I'm going to link to one of the creators that has inspired me in the pinned comment. But essentially, they're just human beings just sharing their own humanity. I've really enjoyed watching all of those videos. I've commented on a few of the contributors, but most I haven't. So thank you. This is like my public thank you to all of you. You've really made watching YouTube a lot more interesting, and it's because of those videos that I've now started this channel again. I'm hoping to offer an uncommon perspective on the human condition, and that's kind of ideas you might not have considered. Look at words, what they actually mean. That might be in a vlog style. I'm going to share some of my notes that I've written down on pieces of paper to sort of inspire and motivate me. Just my perspective on being human, open, honest, fair as much as possible. I think we're all a lot more alike than we realise, and I'll do my bit to share how I am, and you might see some of me in you, who knows, and I know I see myself in other people all the time. There are a few things I don't agree with, like, for example, everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to talk about things like that in future videos as well, and I'll explain why I don't think everything does happen for a reason. So that's kind of the essence of the YouTube channel. Yes, there'll be notes sometimes. It might be scripted, but I prefer just to maybe have a few bullet points and then just talk. It's just a lot easier. I've been about 3 or 4 weeks in the making of this video, taking lots of notes, and that's way too much preparation for a video. I just want to essentially have an idea and just crank it out. So, new 9-to-5 job. As I said, I've worked for myself for probably 2/3 of my life. A web designer, online publisher, kind of blogger before blogging was a thing. And before that, I was a computer programmer. Afterwards, customer service advisor for the likes of Capita, Samsung, and Step Change Debt Charity. I'm probably going to be a customer service advisor, entry level, in my next job, but that's ongoing process. I've got a few months of savings, and then I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I won't particularly be vlogging about my job hunt, but I will be talking about being human, as I see it. I did have an interview for HMRC, which for American, Canadian viewers, HMRC is like Inland Revenue. And, IRS. Maybe that's the same thing. I had an interview for HMRC, which was a remote interview. So they had recorded questions and I had to record my answers, and that's the first time I've ever done that, and that's very weird. I don't know if I liked it. It was a one-way interview, which I'm not sure I liked, but anyway, that was interesting. New online business could be around this channel. I've got some ebooks on inspirational quotes. I've got a couple of websites that I make a little bit of money via advertising, Google AdSense, but it's not enough to live off. So the channel might help create a new business, who knows. I'd like it to, but I don't know. Watch this space. A new relationship. For anybody that knows me at all, they know I've had quite a few relationships in my time. Not on purpose. I have tried to make them all work. I guess I find relationships difficult. I might talk in general about relationships, but I won't talk about my own relationships too much. But yeah, I'm in a new relationship right now, and it's interesting, and it's coming at a point where new job, new YouTube channel, it's an interesting kind of, I don't know if juxtaposition's the right word, but they're all coming together. So 3 months old, quite new. I'm not a married person. I've never been married. I don't have children. Relationships last 2 or 3 years, and then for some reason either they break up with me or I break up with them. Not on purpose. I think relationships are good. I think it's good to be in a relationship. I think it's growthful. But I also think being single is also a good thing. And I'm not here to say people should be in a relationship. I'm not here to say relationships are awful. I think relationships are very growthful and challenging, and I'm looking forward to being in the relationship I'm in at the moment and seeing what comes of it. One thing I will say, which I found highly amusing. I read this book on attachment theory several years ago, because that might be one of the reasons why somebody might find relationships difficult. And I didn't really care for the book, but there was a line in it that amused me greatly, and I did learn from it. Apparently, everyone is annoying if you get to know them well enough. And that is a good thing to know, I think. Everyone is annoying. So that's a bit about me. How about you? Are you in your 40s, 50s, 60s? Are you starting over again? Kids have left home, or you're retired and you're wondering what to do with your life. You're divorced and friendless, or you're starting You're newly single and you're on the dating app scene again. If you changed job, home, country. Are you starting over again? Here is a question, if you are, that might help you. I got it from ChatGPT and you can do the same yourself. I asked ChatGPT several questions, a couple for men, a couple for women, and then I asked ChatGPT to give me its best answer. Its best question, sorry. Here's the question for you. What do I want to become in this next chapter of life? What do I want to become in this next chapter of life? If you're interested in the other questions, I will just put starting over in the comments. Starting over. And I'll put a link to where you can get the questions. Or you can just go to ChatGPT and get your own questions. I am looking forward to what comes next for this 59-year-old. I'll be 60 in May. It's good to be back in the saddle, so to speak, although I recorded about 4 or 5 different starts to this video, so I need to get that bit sorted. I like doing videos in one go, just a lot easier, minimal edits. I much prefer that. It's a lot easier to get them out, and I find it's a lot easier to watch. I don't like all this jump start editing. I think it's called retention editing. Not a fan of that. I'm looking forward to growing the channel. You might want to join me on this journey. You might not. But thank you in either way for watching all the way to the end. Lots of people skip off, especially in the first 30 to 60 seconds. I will leave you with a link to a video, let's say there, of me talking about getting out of your comfort zone in 2008 on a windy day, Castle Hill, Victoria Tower in Huddersfield, West Yorkshire. I've got these dreadlocks. I've got these dreadlocks, as you can see, quite long now. But I had I had my hair cut for charity. They were cut short, and the person that did it, who was a hairdresser, for some reason decided to cut my hair in a bob. So you'll see dreadlocks in a bob in that video. If you've always wondered what dreadlocks in a bob look like, watch that video. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Again, comment starting over if you want that question, or the other questions that ChatGPT raised. But otherwise, thank you, and I'm looking forward to being in front of the camera and sharing what I see, and hopefully helping you see something new as well about this being human malarkey. Thank you.